Hi everyone, it's Sylvia from wigstoppers.com. Here I'm just doing a nice color on an older piece. This piece is about 1 year old. It's holding up really nicely. It's a Jon Renau top form in an 18-inch. I'm not sure on the color, but anyway, we're going to change it up. So here I'm doing like a darker color. This is a goldwell color. I mixed 4 and 5 natural together. Just doing the roots. We're just gonna try and give this girl new life. She looks great. So here I'm just trying to do really thin sections. I don't want to get it on the scalp. I'm trying really hard not to get on the scalp. I don't want to get it on the polyurethane underneath. The polyurethane is just around the edges, and that's to if someone doesn't have enough hair to clip, you can put a double-sided tape on the polyurethane and stick it to your scalp. But even if you do get color on it, it's okay. It will still work. Here I'm just bringing it down a little bit more. I do have a reference that I'm trying to work with. I have a client that has 2 pieces. So we're trying to make them both kind of the same so she can wear them, you know, switch it up a little bit. I just wanted to mention quickly, I'm just wearing the Jon Renau clip-in extensions. I've been wearing them for about a month now and they're holding up very nicely. So this is the human hair. I've been wearing them every day. So I sewed them into my hair. I took the clips off and then I sewed them. So I'm actually like sleeping in them, washing them, wearing them, styling them. It's been about a month now and they're still holding up really nicely. So this is the Jon Renau Easy Hair. Oh, what's the name of them? I'll put them in the description below. This is the Pro. So now here I've just been I'm going to the back, just taking thin sections, doing the same as I did on the sides. Take some time, just go slow. Just combing it out with my tail comb, making sure that it's balanced in the front. Okay, now here I'm going to be doing an Olaplex treatment on some of the blonde pieces that I want to leave out. So I want to keep these as highlights. So I'm going to leave where my client usually parts. I just left it there, and then on each side I'm taking a slight diagonal section towards the back. And I'm just taking the treatment and kind of smudging it where the line is there, that I created with the brown. Just kind of blend it a little bit more. I don't know if that will, but just to kind of dilute it a bit. And the Olaplex treatment, this is a salon product. Number 2, you can't get that one. That's only for salons. But a number 3 is a good treatment that you can do at home. It's about the same what I'm doing, but the number 2 is more of an in-salon. So here I just moved over to the other side. Just taking thin sections, nothing too crazy, but I just want to maybe heal up those ends a little bit. The Olaplex is really good because it's got this bond technology where it kind of rebuilds the hair and it holds the bonds together so they don't break. If you haven't heard of it, check it out. It's a good product. Here you can get a better look at my extensions there. It's a color level 4. I'm obsessed. Okay, so that's good. Now this is going to be like a caramel color I'm going to put on the rest. So it's not, well, not a caramel, like here I wrote ash brown, so it is like on the cool side. So it's 6 MB, and then I mixed 7B with it. 6 MB is very, very cool, so it might be a little bit too grayish kind of color. So the B in the other one that I added will just kind of warm it up a bit. So I'm just kind of just putting it all over, making sure it gets all through into the middle sections. You don't want to take too big of chunks, because in my experience, you know, you take a big chunk, you think, oh, I want to get this over with, I'll mush it in. You will always miss a spot, and then it comes back to haunt you later. So just taking small sections and then mushing it in where the two colors connect there. I did think about like leaving a little bit of the blonde on the bottom, but it was just too difficult, and I figured the color might wash out a little bit anyway, so I just brought it all the way down. So this application process took me about an hour. I was being really careful, and the color processes for, you know, about 40 minutes or so. So once it passes that time, then it just kind of stops processing. Like, you don't want to leave it on all night, of course, but if it takes you a little bit longer, that's okay. Unless you're working with bleach, then you got to work quick, but here we're not. Now we got to wait about 30 minutes. So off I go. I just went upstairs. Now I'm back. Okay, so here I already started kind of blow drying it a little bit. I wanted to make sure the color was okay before I pressed record, and it was. So here I'm using a wide tooth comb. This is the Jon Renau wide tooth comb they use for the synthetic hair. But I find it's really great to pick up some sections of hair. It doesn't pull the hair too much, and you can get kind of in there. So I like to use that on the human hair as well. Use like a medium heat. I did spray a thermal protection before. Just want to protect that hair. Medium heat is great. And then when you think it's all dry, it's great to blast the hair with a little bit of the cool. If you have a cool button or a cool setting on your blow dryer, that's great. You can really feel when there's a little bit of moisture. I don't know if you notice, but I notice when I straighten freshly blow dried hair, I feel like it's still a little bit wet. I don't know, it's just hiding in there, and it's harder for me to blow dry. So blasting it is with cool is great. Here, this is a Therma Shape by KMS. It's a hairspray heat protection. I like to use that before my flat iron and hot tools. I'll be using the flat iron. This is a Paul Mitchell flat iron. It's got the temperature setting. I put that on 380. I don't want it to be too hot, so you want to protect this hair. I love it. I love the dark roots. It just looks like it's very natural, like it's your hair, you know. The colors work really well together. You can see them pretty good here. Okay, this is a Hot Tools flat iron, about 1 inch, I think. And I'm just gonna curl up the ends. So I'm not holding it for very long. I start in the middle, I leave the ends out, and I just kind of flip it out. If you can see here, just kind of flip it out, and then when you flip it like that, and when you release it, see right there, it kind of elongates the curl a little bit, and then it will make it look more like a beachy wave when it's done. So I leave it there, let it sit and cool, and then that's gonna hold it. When I get to the very bottom, like I don't put the very bottom in the curl, Just at the end a little bit. If it is a little bit kinky, I just touch it with the iron just a little bit. That was also on around 380. So at this point you can spray it again with the hairspray or the thermal shape if you want, but I'm just gonna go for it. I really enjoy this part. It's just so pretty. All the curls are all facing the same direction, so they're away from the face, and then the curls kind of meet up at the back. So they're all going away from the face and then stops in the middle there. And this way the curls kind of go in the same direction and it's not as puffy. If you want it to have more volume, then you can go opposite. That's my favorite look. That's it. She's beautiful. So with this, you definitely use like a color care shampoo and conditioner, something with moisture, salon brand preferably. Olaplex is great. Jon Renau has some human hair products that are really good as well, very moisturizing. You can find all those on my website, or if you're interested in Therma shape, let me know. That's it. I also do haircuts for wigs. I color wigs. I sell toppers. I'll fit you. I do have an in-home studio, so you're more than welcome to come if you're in the Hamilton area. Don't be afraid. Just reach out if you have any questions. I can try and help you. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.